What the freak? Broom. Or broom? Broom. No, it's broom. Or you could just call it Kona II. That could work. Let's play. So easy, normal, hard. Okay. For players seeking a balanced experience where challenges are more engaging, coming through different. Yeah. Only the narration essential. Narrative describing details of the event. Both immersive and narrative. Here you can decide how much narration. Full, obviously. They shouldn't have made that an option at all. Come on, dude. Northern Quebec, Canada. Canada.
Today to thank the boldness of our government and our shareholders.
William Hamilton built his venture on the ashes of the Second World War. The copper mine he envisioned was ransacking the First Nations' ancestral territories, drawing the wrath of the local people. It definitely took nerves of steel to stay the course, despite all this hostility. Before long, in the face of William Hamilton's cold and uncompromising stance, the petitions and peaceful protests turned into sabotage, vandalism, and other criminal acts. The industrial private properties also encountered the wrath of the demonstrations. Carl Faubert, a veteran of the Korean War, was hired from Montreal as a private detective to shed some light on this whole thing. But at the end of his long journey to northern Quebec, the detective did not only encounter property damage, he also came face to face with the corpse of William Hamilton. The strangeness only kept building throughout the investigation. A powerful, unseasonable blizzard hit the region. Bodies frozen in unbreakable ice appeared. Local fauna began to act strangely and aggressively. Carl Faubert began to doubt his own sanity. The detective felt the weight of a gaze, as if he were at the mercy of a powerful, feral creature waiting for the right moment to attack. Carl's fear was taking over, overpowering his reason. He was giving in to delirium. In that instant, he thought that the dark waters of the lake might shield him from the shapes that pursued him. From there, he had a renewed hope in civilization, or whatever was left of it.
I'm just saying, bro.
Carl knew that on one of these shores stood William Hamilton's lavish mansion, and there the detective had hopes of finding a way out of the area. A phone, a truck, who knows? Under the luxurious paneling and damask carpets, he might be able to find answers to his questions.
Graphics are a lot better, man. Last time they were more cartoonish. Y'all notice that? If y'all haven't watched it. What the freak? Two boats.
The detective wondered about the floating debris. Had it drifted out from the shore? Or had it been abandoned there in the middle of nowhere?
One thing could have happened, a tsunami, a flood. Come on. This was after I ran away from, what was it? Wendigo. Which was somehow tied to the story. I don't know.
Carl saw a boat in the distance, clearly piloted by one of his own. Had he finally made it to civilization? His hopes were immediately drowned out by the sound of gunshots. Time to flee again, and fast.
I couldn't even get my gun. Why am I getting shot at now? What the hell, man?
Carl swam without a thought, yet each stroke was desperate. The icy water and his wounds made him feel weaker.
Oh, and it's ice?
He had to get to shore.
Hey, you a fast swimmer, holy hell.
The bleeding and the hypothermia were tearing at Carl's poor body. When he finally saw a light in the distance, he was filled with a faint sense of hope. Could it be a refuge?
What the hell? Well, I gotta walk to this place, so we're going west. He's about to pass out. Or no? Make it? Alright. We have a flashlight. What do you do? Then the fire just starts. And that's all we need. We're gonna save. So fires are still the save point. Cool, cool. And we have a revolver. 6 bullets. Yeah, save that. We don't need it. Not right now. Ammunition for our revolver. For 3rd 1970 construction material delivery. Okay. Batteries. Well, you're just sleeping in someone's bed. What if someone just walks in? Someone walks in, you're just there sleeping.
Carl struggled to wake up. His makeshift bandages offered him little time. If he wanted to find the truth, he had to get to Hamilton Manor without delay.
Hamilton Manor. Journal. Camera. Richard, we missed each other again. I slipped the money out of the door. When you are finished with delivery, just leave the key and you guys. Okay. Again,
Carl left his refuge, knowing that he was headed to a more comfortable but otherwise ominous place. Hamilton's mansion.
I honestly forgot that Canada is in like the snowiest part ever. I honestly forgot about that. We have a good stamina. I say that, then I get into a chase. I take it back. Question is, how long does it take for the stamina to come back?
Carl tried to put the horror into perspective. Accidents happen, and in the inhospitable far north, it happens more often than not. Nevertheless, the
Bruise
feeling
marks on
of deja
neck.
vu stayed with him, as if the carnage was not over.
A watch? Key
An
card?
access card, a rather modern piece of technology, especially for a mining complex in the far north. What could it possibly open? The plan suggested
That way.
that a package had to be retrieved not far away. Carl had to keep his eyes open.
In
What
case
were
of that.
these mysterious fragments? And why was there a warning about the broom? This letter raised more questions than it answered for the detective.
Hamilton Mining Corporation, that's what HMC stands for, not you.
A radiation detector. Clearly, Hamilton's people were digging for more than just copper. Keeping this handy tool could prove beneficial.
Well, before I go over there, the door is literally blown off. Wow. You think it's the Wendigo again? So I think the map shows over here. Secured area.
The security was more reminiscent of a Korean military base than a mining operation.
Use it. Use. You have the card, don't you? Use the card. I have the card. Bro, it's not. I got a hold A. Makes sense. Okay. Hold A next time. Don't keep clicking A. Just hold A.
A gas mask. Carl had tried out older models as an infantryman. He hardly saw the need for such equipment to protect against simple ore dust.
How much you want to bet that I'll need it for some later on? Whoa. Light machine gun broken. That tapping sound is making me think something's in my room, dude. Alright, we're switching from that. Pretty easy. Hamilton Estates. So what do we do with this? No radiation detected. So we don't touch things with radiation. I think. Doors frozen shut. You know what? I know what would help. Alright, that didn't help. I missed that last swing. Radiation. Oh, it's right there. Save. I said, let's save. Thank you.
Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la HMC.
Y'all can read that, right? Y'all not children. So read it then. I shouldn't have to read it.
Ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation.
Hamilton evil.
Le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement...
I mean, there's obviously no radiation in here. Come on now. It can't be.
This letter, found in the cabin, mentioned a gazebo. The key to the mansion would likely be there.
Both doors down. Alright. What's a gazebo? I'm sorry, I don't know what a gazebo is. I honestly forgot. This is a gazebo. Oh, I have one. I don't own one actually, no. It's at a park. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Gazebo. It's them kind of doors. My dentist's office has that. It's so weird. I'm not used to it. Alright, how do I turn this light off? No signal still. I don't think there ever be signal in here. Not in this place. More blood
Added
prints.
to the mayhem was violence. Carl understood that a tragedy had occurred here. Carl was overcome with a strange emotion. The crossword puzzle was in French, so he guessed it was the work of a Hamilton employee and not Hamilton himself. Carl was overcome with a strange emotion. The crossword puzzle was in French.
Why'd you
so
give
he
me it
guessed
again?
it was the work of a Hamilton employee and not Hamilton
Don't go down,
himself.
not yet. Not yet. Whoa. Go back. Not yet. Not yet. I want to explore the whole first floor first.
From a simple case of vandalism to a mysterious murder, Carl found himself right in the middle of a battlefield. What could possibly await him now?
It's them things. You're wasting it, bro. Holy hell, this house is too big. Yo, come on. See, this is why a mansion is not needed like this. Come on. Like, it's too damn big. Dude, there's so much.
Feel his muscles weakening, his breath wheezing, his body going numb. What was happening to him?
Radiation. Grab the batteries. Is that what it is? There's none. Wait, what the freak? There's none.
The floor was rocking. The walls seemed to be running from Carl's hands as he tried to steady himself. Something was not right. Carl's thoughts were twisting in his head, making him dizzy.
Someone. Oh, it's a vision. What the freak? Jesus Christ. Like, I thought I ran away from it, dude. I was all for nothing. Turn it off. Yeah, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. I seen something move! Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Guys, I seen something move. Who is it? Come here. Medicine book. To my American friend, if I cannot get you if I cannot get you to rest, let's at least get you to learn something. New warm regards, Dr. Claude Beerpree. I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I didn't say it right. It's whatever. Get over it.
Carl knew how eccentric older millionaires could be, with more money than they know how to spend it. But never could he have imagined such a sophisticated puzzle.
A puzzle? You know what? I'm good at history. Sea of Japan. I assume Japan is over here. This is my right. Mexico? Over there somewhere. Oh, look at that. See, I know the world history. Come on, man.
Carl Faubert made a profession out of reconstructing a whole from seemingly incongruous parts. This reconstructed globe forced him to recognize how much more complex the mystery that was currently plaguing Manistan was in comparison.
My dearest William, I understand the pain you feel. Rochelle as you feel, Rochelle. As she stood between us, already pressured you into guilt. Not blind. Oh, she, KY. Wait. KHS. You don't know what that means? Figure that out yourself. I would simply let you remember. Small cabin. Welcome us despite how nervous we were. Okay, y'all can read this. Someone's death that's what it's saying. Okay. Artifacts, we got some artifacts.
Carl was struggling to move forward. His feet could hardly find their way in front of him. He doesn't know which way he came from or the way he's going. Everything seems to be going in a circle, a spiral carrying him. He doesn't know.
I didn't want to be out the house still. I was exploring, bro.
Carl suddenly feels like he's waking up, but inside the dream.
I was still exploring the house.
The cold hits him suddenly, like a bucket of freezing water. Had he completely lost it? Or was he supposed to accept the manor's strange architecture, suddenly leading him to the middle of nowhere? These imposing structures seemed to come from the depths of time, or from the moon landing, or even from his own mind, clouded after an afternoon nap.
We can push him. Another puzzle.
The detective had no idea how it worked, but the stones seemed to slide on the rails smoothly as soon as the totem pole was rotated.
Do I line something in the sky? We have blue, red, blue, white. Okay, let's try them all in a line. Doesn't work like that.
He did not know how or why, but Carl sensed that something in this game had been completed, and now they wanted to lead him to this cabin.
Who's this? Not yet. Pendant. We'll be back soon. What's on here?
The detective felt like he was sleepwalking, pulled by a larger force towards the light that was calling him, as if it was asking to be set free. The stone that resonated in the room must have been one of the fragments HMC had been seeking. If he isolated it, Carl hoped he might come to his senses. The pulse of the stone invaded Carl's mind, and he felt a strange, dark presence take shape near him.
Do something. Let there be lights. I used the gun on him. I shot his heart. I shot his heart. I shot his heart. He didn't die. He didn't die. He didn't die last time either. Man. We have it.
Carl could make out some trophies here and there that he had seen earlier in what seemed like a dream.
Give it. Give it. Bro. It's mine, bro. It's mine. Thank you. Place is quite flooded. I wanted to see all this before it was flooded, but that's alright. Got a valve for something along the way. Pressure is at max. Forget it. Revolver. Yeah.
The whistle slowly dying down like a kettle going out meant only one thing for Carl. Mission accomplished.
Now what's over here? Okay, nothing. You trying to play?
It had the shape of a wolf, but Carl Faubert knew instinctively that it was not the wolf. That gaze that never left him, that icy blue gaze, was not that of an animal.
Don't even have a key. Did we fall down to the bait?
Man is wolf to man, said the philosopher. Seeing the state of this poor woman, One could only imagine such fury, which would explain the barricades and the fright that Carl could sense in the chaos of the place. What had happened here was not caused by a man.
July 9th, 1969, we have a new resident at the manor. Jules is his name. Employee of mine, he is very courageous. He's not very talkative. Avoids our gaze when we talk to him. His room is unusually clean. Sheets, his bed looked disturbed. It was last week. Here's all the other ones. Y'all can read it. Hamilton is coughing more and more. Full of blood. November 2nd. Last night I couldn't resist and keep an eye on Hamilton. He is so skinny. September 1970. Sound of broken glass. Graffiti on the garage. Ham's and Furious. That's all. Dude, there's so much. Holy. Where is that? Turn it off. I'm leaving. I don't like that. Oh my god. I'm pulling out my pistol. I damn well know that music wasn't playing before. Have I been here? Okay, I have. This place is all iced up. Dude, why is there so many places?
In this boudoir's former glory, you would have seen Lady Hamilton's refinement in every inch of the tapestry. It had become only a shadow of what it once was.
Y'all read this. I don't know, it's just something with me. I don't like reading big things. I'll try to summarize this a little bit. Disinterested by everything. Some about condition. Cancer? Bone cancer? From what this person's saying. Workers of the manor finished pro of the house. A projection room. Images of her displayed. Wants me to feel guilty for all the sadness. A user, he thinks I am unaware of what he does. Harry is worried about his own mom, about how he gets stoked for days, staring at emptiness for him. My fingers are sore from all the work. Blood in William's chamber. When he coughs, scratching in his throat enough to make him bleed. Okay, y'all read the rest. I tend to like to read the short stuff. That's just me. Hopefully I get over that in the future.
Hamilton's room would keep its secrets. A disaster made it impossible to enter. From the sound of it, whatever had just fallen was monumental in size. Carl Faubert was on edge.
Why is it so laggy when I look at this flashlight? Damn, I won't look at it then. Y'all read this. No, maybe I'll read it in the Reddit. Maybe I'll read this in the edits, not Reddit. Another Frozen. Whoa. 4th, 1750. Wallet. Show his wallet, come on. Is that it? Looks like it's a worker. Don't fall. Don't know what I picked up. Wait, this guy? Where do they want me? Like, there's so much. There's a 4th foot. Look. It's too much. It's way too much. Like, am I wrong? Like, it's way too much. Way too much for me in this. I'm gonna just throw in a towel, bro. Maybe that's what fell. There. Y'all gotta chill on that, bro. I've been here. Y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill on that music, though. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all need to chill, though. Seems stuck between the first and second. Y'all need to chill on that music, though. I'm serious. Play it somewhere else. I'm all for you playing it somewhere else. Not here, though. Not right now. Never thought this would turn into a war game.
Carl couldn't put his memories in order, but there was a more pressing issue. The decaying mansion had collapsed on top of him, trapping him in the basement. No need to try. Carl would not be able to go through there.
This... what? Okay. We made it here.
The material damage now seemed quite benign in the face of everything that had happened since his arrival.
Written insults. This is the one that was in that note. It was about 50. Bro. Whoa. George Orwell? George Orwell. I just read one of his books. Hold on. 1984. George Orwell. Wait, is that book? Wait, hold on. I read this like a year ago. Like legit. Yeah, I read the graphic novel. What? That's cool. It's the same exact... Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Well, there's gotta be a reason they put that in the game. That's cool. I don't have the book anymore. It was from the library, so I had to return it. So they don't take my money. It's pretty cool, though. There's clearly a reason for that to be there. For all the books to be there, actually. We're being watched. Whoa!
Just a few days of renovation work and you'll finally have your very own projection room, my dear. Aren't you going to say anything?
Ugh.
There's nothing to say.
Whatever do you mean?
That room, it's not for me. Nothing has ever been.
Come now, don't speak nonsense. You know I love you.
As much as you love Cynthia,
Who?
I know about her, William. And I'm too weary to care about anything.
You're off your rocker. There is no Cynthia.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Hate cheaters, man. Y'all should get the worst death penalty ever in life. Not even gonna lie with you. Diary. Y'all read this. Mr. Hamilton can be cruel. Nothing. Throw some wood in that fire. I've been playing this game for about 2 hours now. So I'd like to hurry up so I can hop on Minecraft with Greed. We're gonna be continuing our survival again, don't worry. French poetry. Weak. Just huh? Why do I have this? Oh, wait. Hold on. Lift. Huh?
Carl stood still at the commotion. It must have been the service elevator, suddenly coming unstuck.
Oh, it's unstuck. Can I use? I don't like it, bro. What is this? Whoa. Yeah, it's very weird. I knew there was some danger. These mannequins about to bust a move. Don't worry. I'm waiting. No. No. Nope. That's bad. That's stuff you playing with. Okay. Hold up. Hold on. Had to tell Greer to hold up. Damn.
It was always harder when you could put a name to them. Carl deduced that this poor man must be Charles, Hamilton's servant.
Read it. Okay. Nasty.
Whatever had forced its way through this wall was beyond the wrath of one man or group. Evil had entered through it. An impossible creature had taken over the manor.
The wendigo. Oh. Office key.
Hamilton left everything to Henry. From his knowledge of their family history, Faubert had rather expected Hamilton to disown him. Despite everything, perhaps the father could never stop loving his son.
That's good.
Faubert smirked as he spotted his phone number on the list. If only someone else had taken the job before him, he would still be in Montreal, sitting warm and comfortable in his car, taking pictures of some unfaithful spouse.
Oh. Hold on. I knew there'd be some kind of junk like this. Come on, dude. It's a rich person's house. Of course it would be. Bro. I had to look this one up. I ain't doing it. It's Cynthia. That's what it is. No, it opened.
There were very
Cool.
few rules that private detectives abided by, but one of them was this. Behind back doors and complicated locks usually lay hidden the answers to your questions. This lock design was highly sophisticated. Hamilton had evidently paid a high price. What did he want to hide, and from whom?
There's all that.
Few corporations had commercial ties with a government behind the Iron Curtain, and there was a good reason for that. What could this MIST program be? Alarming similarities with acute radiation since to that point. Carl had been unaware that Hamilton was ill. Alarming was the right word. Nothing about this document was reassuring.
Oh, if I didn't look there, I wouldn't have gotten that key. Yeah, I'm looking most of these up now. Until I'm looking some up at least. This one. I don't get paid enough for this.
The makeshift lab made Carl feel uncomfortable. He couldn't help but imagine the grim experiments that had taken place there. The note implied that its author had studied the Mistonite. If he was still alive, he might provide some answers.
What the hell?
Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en...
Hello, who are you?
Ah, quelqu'un, enfin! Vous m'entendez?
Let me introduce myself.
Carl Faubert. Oui, votre nom me dit quelque chose. Je serais curieuse d'entendre ce que vous avez à dire. Si vous le pouvez, venez me rejoindre. On a établi un refuge au nord des vivants. Longez la bordure est du lac Leech jusqu'à ce que vous voyiez un quai près d'une tour en bois. Le refuge est proche. Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune.
If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, get the bike, comment on my links in the description, and I'll see y'all next time.